What's going on, guys? It's your boy Bane Remix coming at you guys with a brand new video. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be telling you guys a new story. And this story is I would say it's a really funny story. It includes me and my brother when we were really young and really stupid at the same time. So basically, when me and my brother were young, we were really close, like all brothers were. We would always fight. Like, I think we fought more when we were younger rather than now. Right now we're good. Now we're all good. But when we were younger, we used to hate the living guts out of each other. We literally fought for everything. Like, whoever got TV privileges, who ate first, who sat at what chair, all that crap. But now it's just like, whatever. I guess we're older now and we don't really give a crap. So, that's good. But anyways, the story is basically when I was, I think when I was 5 years old and my brother was 3, there's a 2-year difference between us. So, my brother was 3 and I was 5. We were pretty stupid. We were really stupid. No, we were the stupidest siblings that you can ever meet, honestly. Basically, what happened was, my brother, he liked getting on stuff. He just liked jumping on tables. He liked getting on chairs. He just liked climbing places that he was not supposed to climb. And this time my parents were actually out of the house. They had to go to work, so my grandmother was babysitting us, and she always lives at our house, so she's like a full-time babysitter. She's basically always living with us, and she when we were young, she would always take care of us. Now not so much because we're independent now. She doesn't need to take care of us as much, so that's a good. So basically what happened was, my grandmother, I'm pretty sure she was sleeping, just taking a nap or something. She went to bed late or something. I'm not sure, but anyways, what happened was my brother went to the oven, right? And you guys know how oven doors come out and like put stuff in or whatever. You know how they cut, like you literally just pull an oven door out. It's that. And well, my brother pulled it out, right? My brother had the really smart idea to stand on the oven door, and I have no clue where he got this idea from, but it just came up in his head and he wanted to stand on the oven door, so he did what he wanted. So when he stood on the oven door, he wasn't doing anything at the time. He was just kind of like slightly jumping on it, not fully jumping. He was just kind of, he wasn't even jumping actually. He was just going on his tippy toes. You guys know that when you, oh no, there's a warbird. So you guys know that feeling when you're on your tippy toes and you just go up and down and up and down and up and down, like you were just doing that. Now that's when I got the bright ass idea to get on the oven door with him, and I thought an oven was heavy as hell and it wouldn't matter, like the oven would just stay there no matter what. I thought it was just permanently in place, but little did I know something bad was gonna happen. So once I got on the oven door, we were just standing there. We were just like, I don't know what we were doing, but eventually we started jumping on the oven door thinking it was like a trampoline or something. See, that's when stuff got a little messed. No, that's when stuff got a lot messed up. And when we started jumping on the oven door, I think it lasted like it lasted like 5 seconds, and then the oven flipped over. That moment, I remember that so clearly on what happened. I thought something terrible happened to my brother. Like, I didn't know what happened at the time, but now looking back on it, I thought something crazy happened. Like, I was really sad and stuff. See, now, when the oven flipped over, me and my brother were facing the other side. Like, we weren't facing the oven, right? We were facing away from the oven, so I just jumped off, and my brother jumped off as well. But unfortunately for him, he didn't stick the landing. He ended up landing on his chin, because he was like 3 years old. He didn't know what to do, right? He didn't know how to freaking stick a landing. At what point in his life did he have to stick a landing, right? So I ended up sticking the landing perfectly, because it was like a foot jump. It wasn't even a big of a deal for me. Like, I've done that many times. I've jumped off tables and stuff. Like, I was prepared for this. So my brother didn't end up sticking the landing. He ended up landing on his chin, and as soon as he landed on his chin, he started just bawling his eyes out, and I was just scared for my life and his life. I had no clue what was going on. My grandmother woke up, and she came, and she immediately went for his aid. Like, if you see a bleeding child on the ground, you're gonna immediately help them. So she had no clue what to do. All she knew was he was in pain, so she couldn't drive at the time because she was very old and no one expects her to drive. Like, she couldn't get a driver's license. She's way too old for that. So what happened was she ended up barefooted running across the street with him in her hand, dropping her, actually no, calling the neighbors, and the neighbors saw what happened. Like, she didn't speak much English, remember that. So she just went to the neighbors, and the neighbors saw, oh shit, something bad happened. So they immediately took everyone, the neighbors, both the neighbors got in the car, and she took my grandmother and my bleeding brother to the hospital. Now at the hospital, this is where the neighbors called my mom and dad, and my mom and dad were so freaked out. My dad unfortunately couldn't leave his work because he was he was a manager or something, and he just couldn't leave because it was really busy. He tried to leave, he really tried to leave. He tried calling the owner to try to get to the hospital, because if your child is in the goddamn hospital, you want to try to leave. But the owner, I don't know what happened with the owner, but he just couldn't make it or something. So my dad was, unfortunately, he had to stay at work, so he was bummed out about that. But my mom, I'm pretty sure she fought with the management team or something, but she said, I'm leaving now, and if you want to fire me because my son is in the hospital, then do so, because I'm leaving right now. And she had balls to that. She just immediately left. And on the way to the hospital, she actually called her sister to get to my house, because I was alone in the house and I was just so scared. But actually, her sister didn't actually end up going to my house, because our grandmother actually came back to the house because the neighbors dropped them off. Like, my mom and her sister met at the hospital, and they thanked the neighbors, and they said, yeah, you can go back now. You can just, if it's not too hard, can you bring my grandmother back to the house? And they were like, yeah, no problem. And as soon as she got to the house, I was just looking out the window, like, I had no clue what happened. I thought he was dead. Like, I was so scared. I was bawling. I was just bawling my eyes out. I had no clue what happened. So as soon as my grandmother got home, she was like, she just came to me, and I thought I was getting in trouble. So I just went to my parents' bedroom, and I just stood against the door. And I was so scared. Like, I had no clue what happened. I'm pretty sure I stayed in my parents' room until my grandmother was like, no, it's okay, nothing happened. He's just going into the doctor's office. Nothing bad happened. It's okay. You didn't know anything. It's not your fault. I was reassured at that point, and my grandmother opened the door. She just sat me down. She was like, don't do this again, and like, he's okay. You're lucky nothing worse happened to him. You're lucky the oven didn't fall on him or something. I was like, I know, I was just stupid. I don't know what I was doing. And my parents came home, and they said, it's okay, it's not your fault, just don't do it again. And they honestly, they were pretty pissed. But how pissed can you be? We didn't know any better, right? And you're lucky nothing happened to your brother. He just had, I think he got like 18 stitches. I mean, 18 stitches is better than giving up someone's life. Yeah, and then after that, it was all good. We just kind of laughed about it. Now, we just laugh about it because it was just a stupid moment, honestly. It was just crazy. But yeah, guys, that'll be the end of the video. We're just going to leave this game because it's loud. But yeah, guys, that'll be the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, guys, this has been your boy, Bane Remix. Have an awesome day, and I'm out. Peace.